Morning, guys. Episode 2 of The Cut begins right now. So, it is September 23rd, around 5 o'clock in the morning. I just got up, as you can probably tell by my hair, getting ready to do our workout. I've got a buddy coming over to train with me, which is always a good time. Let's see, I'm having some BCAAs and caffeine prior to the workout. Not doing any carbs or anything. Like one of my downsides as far as like eating habits is waking up in the middle of the night and eating food, which is like, it's hard to control, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where you get up and you're just snacking. So last night I woke up, I had a protein bar and some milk, which again put me over my calories for the day yesterday, but I'm going to apply those calories to today. That's how I'm going to balance it out. So normally I'd have some carbs. Technically at about 2 o'clock or about 3 hours ago, I had some protein and carbs in the form of a protein bar and milk. So I'm going to keep my carbs down before the workout today, and then make a couple choices throughout the day today to also balance for that in a sense, which is kind of the point of tracking your calories and macros. Is you can account for overages, you can account for picking and choosing spots where you want to enjoy more calorically dense food, and you can also, recover if you don't make the best decision one time. So that's where I kind of sit right now. It's just something I've always struggled with, is this like night eating habit. But it tends to be that if I'm on point, if I'm focused, it doesn't happen very much. But it happened last night, so I'm dealing with it. Gonna go work out. You guys will see that. My buddy Brian will probably be in a little of the footage, so you guys will get to see that. And then I will catch up with you guys when I eat my breakfast. Hey guys, me and Brian just left, and as you see, it was back and bicep day. We just finished up that training session. We did some rows, we did some straight arm lat pull downs, and we did some curls. So all in all, it was a good workout. It's like 7 o'clock, so a little later than normal when I get up early to work out, but that was good. We got to talk a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is go inside, and I think for breakfast, I'm gonna have a protein shake, and then 2 of those light and fit Greek yogurts, and that will be a good size amount of carbs, and protein. It'll be a little low on the fat, but like I said, I got up in the middle of the night and I had a kind of middle of the night snack, I guess you would call it, but it was probably a cup and a half of milk and a protein bar, pure protein bar. So there was quite a bit of fat in the whole milk. And so I was just kind of eating a lower fat breakfast. And then normally I would, like yesterday, I had a banana with my breakfast. So by taking that banana out, I'm kind of just trying to compensate for those calories and those nutrients that I had middle of the night that I'm trying not to and trying to get away from. But that's just kind of always been a downfall of mine nutritionally. So I'm trying to strategize for that. Part of it is going to bed with a little extra calories left, just in case I do that. And then the beauty of counting calories and counting macros is if I do that, then I can compensate for that later on in the day with my nutritional choices. So it's not punishing myself. It's not anything like that. It's just, okay, I had some nutrients then, so I need to make up for that if I want to stay inside my targets. So, and keep making progress. So I'm gonna do that. I will catch up with you guys when I'm drinking and eating the yogurt and protein shake. All right, guys. So here is breakfast. We got my protein shake, my 2 light and fit Greek yogurts, and for the day, I am sitting at, let's see if I can get this to focus. I am sitting at sorry guys. I'm sitting at 116 protein, 92 carbs, 56 fats, and 1,300 calories or so for the day. Now that's primarily, it seems much higher than normally, and it is much higher than normally I would be on a day because of that midnight snack we talked about earlier. So the biggest concern I have is really my fat for the day. I'm over halfway there on it, and it's only 7:30 in the morning. So my plan is for lunch to try to do something that's as little as possible fat and as much carb and protein, and then save the rest of my fats for whatever meal we're gonna have for dinner. We're gonna be traveling after work, so I don't know if we're gonna eat on the road or we're gonna wait to eat when we're up there. So I wanna have those fats saved and packed away. That way, depending on what we eat, whether it's eating out, whatever, it's traditionally Whole Foods or meals like that tend to have a little bit higher fat content. So I want to save mine for that. Make sure I can still hit my targets for the day. Let's see, what else was I going to say? Oh, just a fair warning. This series is going to run 12 weeks. I'm going to try to do a video a day. It's going to feel probably repetitive. It's going to feel repetitive to you and to me, but I'm going to try to keep that interesting by giving you guys insights and my advice through the process. But it also is to illustrate a point. The repetitiveness is that you don't need a ton of complexity. You don't need tons of variety. You don't need to be an expert cook. You just have to fit the foods to meet the nutrients and calories you need for your goals, and fit your food preferences and your lifestyle priorities into all that. And so that's what this is trying to illustrate. My breakfasts are convenient, they're quick, because I want to maximize that time in the morning with Cal and working on my side hustle. My priority at lunch is to keep working as much as possible so that at the end of the day, workday, I can get home, see my family, maybe train, more than anything, contribute more time to my side hustle. Then I save kind of my big meal or my big whole food meal for later in the day, typically after training, typically after jiu-jitsu, or something like that. So that's how I structure my diet. Doesn't mean it's the right way or wrong way for you. It's just the way I do it. So if this gets repetitive, I apologize. That's meant to illustrate something. And also, the more feedback you guys give me as I post these videos, the better I can tailor them to suit your interests, or maybe suit what it is you guys want to see more of documented. So please give me your feedback. Steven@freeborntrainingsystems.com, or comment below. I'm going to eat this stuff, drink the protein shake, and then hold Cal for a little bit, then get on my way to, sadly, the day job. But it's good because it's Friday, the weekend, side hustle before work, side hustle after work, side hustle all fucking weekend. So, yeah. If you guys are looking for a coach, I'm looking for clients. Just a shameless plug. I will catch up with you guys probably at lunchtime. But if something comes to me before that I want to tell you guys, then I'll do that too. So, See you then. It's 12:30, which means it's lunchtime, which means it's time for a protein bar. This is gonna get really repetitive on this series, but maybe I'll switch it up just for the sake of giving you guys something different to watch. But it's quick, it's convenient. I think a lot of people just underrate the use of protein bars and protein shakes, especially when it comes to getting the proper amount of protein that most people just aren't getting. They're eating way too little. Most people, way too little protein, way too many carbs. And if you're busy and you need something that's convenient and quick, it's not going to hold you up too much, then it makes it a very good option. Could I do some meal prep on the weekends? Yes, I could. Will I do some meal prep on the weekends? Yes, I'm sure I will at some point. But right now, this is what I'm doing. This is kind of my solution for now. And when I feel like I want to give up some of that time on the weekends that I spend with Cal or with Kelsey, or working on my business and getting clients and making content and putting out stuff that is going to benefit Freeborn Training Systems Nation, then I will move to doing some more prep. But until then, this is working for me. And I think that's really important. It's a really important statement to make, because I think a lot of people are too hung up on doing what's quote right or what quote or what works for other people, instead of trying to figure out what works for them, what goes along with their values and their priorities, and not trying to force themselves to live or act out of accordance with those priorities and values. Because when you do that, just bad things happen, and there's probably very little possibility for consistency in any of your actions. So yeah, it's important. About halfway through the day, hopefully I'm gonna get out of here early, because we're leaving for Kansas City to visit my wife's family. So doing that. I'm not sure what the plans are for dinner and whatnot, but this will leave me with some pretty good amount of fats, carbs, and proteins left for the rest of the day. I'll probably have, I'm guessing we'll probably have one more meal for the day, but I just won't know until what time we leave Joplin, and when we get to Kansas City and all that good stuff. So I should be all right though. And the beauty of counting calories and macros is it tells you, gives you information to make smart choices about the food you eat. So yeah, that's why I'm a fan of it. I hope you guys are also having a great day right now, and you're preparing for a fun, kick-ass weekend full of family and friends, and just doing what you love. So I will talk to you guys when I get off work and update you on what the plans are as far as my next meal goes. Again, guys, I'm iterating here, so I'm beginning this series brand new. I want to see what you guys are most interested in me documenting as I go through this process. What do you want me to talk about more? Is seeing my daily meals helpful? Is it not helpful? Would you rather just me recap it? Yeah, the more feedback you guys give, the more I can tailor this to benefit you. So please, Steven@freeborntrainingsystems.com, or my social media, or comment below. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, last clip of the day. Sorry I didn't get to show you exactly what I had for dinner and kind of my last snack of the day. We are at my father-in-law's house. We made it here to Kansas City safely, and just with everything going on, I didn't feel like taking out my camera and vlogging what I was eating, but I can tell you what I ate. So for dinner, I had a hamburger essentially with some barbecue potato chips, and then my wife's uncle's new girlfriend baked some cookies, and I can't give up some cookies, so I ate some of those. And then as a snack, I had some beef jerky and some goldfish. With that and everything I showed you earlier today that I ate, I am sitting for the end of the day at 222 grams of protein, 256 grams of carbs, 118 grams of fat, and my calories are 2,929. So I'm about, I'm about 49 calories over. I went over quite a bit on my fats. I went over by 26 grams, which is probably the large reason why my calories are so high. We talked about why that was, just kind of the night eating situation. That'll happen. But I feel like I did a pretty good job making the right decisions for the rest of the day to put me in a position to still stay on track, which I feel like I did and am. Great training session with Brian this morning. You guys saw that. It was a good day. Good day eating. This is technically it's probably day 3 of the cut. Day 2 that's been documented, but day 3. And I'm doing pretty good so far. I definitely can tell two things. One, with my calories being lower, energy feels lower. Like how I feels not a bunch, but I notice it. And then 2, I also notice that keeping evenly spaced out meals helps keep me in a better mood, I guess. I don't know. I guess I just feel like I'm a little bit more touchy. I'm only 3 days in, but I feel like that might be part of it. So yeah, keeping meals spread evenly throughout the day I think is going to be definitely a strategy for me, except for another strategy that works really well for me is intermittent fasting. So not eating anything in the morning and then pushing off most of my calories and nutrients for later in the day, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow, so you guys will kind of get to see that in action. I typically do that when I'm traveling and I'm kind of uncertain of what our evening and lunch meals are going to be like. Are we going to go out? So kind of saving those nutrients and calories to understand better what my choices are going to be later on in the day helps me make sure that I stay within my targets. So no big plans this weekend, just here to hang out and visit, make sure everybody gets to see Cal. Tomorrow morning I think I'm going to get up early, get some coffee. I'm going to hit the local YMCA, get a lift in, lower body, and then like I said, I'll probably drink a protein shake after that, but then I won't eat anything really much until lunch or early dinner. So that's kind of my plan. This is episode 2 in the cut. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And like I said, the more feedback I get from you guys, the more I know what you're valuing, what you think is beneficial, because that's the whole reason I'm doing this, really, is to document the process to bring value to you guys. The more feedback you give me, the more I can tailor the series and the more I can document the things you guys are interested in. So please get in contact with me, reach out, comment below, give me your feedback. I want to hear from you. My only ask of you guys is, if you enjoyed watching this video, you're enjoying this series, share the video with your friends or other dudes you know who want to get jacked and fit. Subscribe to my channel. All those activities are going to help boost my reach, improve my SEO on YouTube and the internet in general, which means the Freeborn Training Systems Nation will grow and we will help more guys get jacked and fit, spend more time with their family, be more successful at their careers while being in great health. So please help me out, thumbs up, subscribe, and share. And then don't afraid to reach out. I want to talk to you guys. I want to know who you are, what you think, and what matters to you. So get in contact with me. I'll be back with more tomorrow. Until then, good night.